Y'all, I've never seen these videos shadow banned this badly. These devils are hurt bad. I mean hurt. Shalom al Barakatah. Yeah, I was just talking about how bad these devils are shadow banning the videos. These animals are hurt. I mean hurt. Shalom Barakatah. Want to go ahead and get into it. Man, they shadow banning on top of shadow banning. You cave beasts, get ready for captivity. Sick of you bitches. Sick of you, man. So we're gonna go ahead and bring it out. And I'm feeling pissed off after watching that video with Captain Tazariak, ISUPK. In other words, ISU go away. Teaching lies. So the sister calls and says, I thought you taught us the so-called white man is the devil. And Captain Tazariak said, well, he is. And so the sister says, well, why are you asking us to take his poison? She said, I'm confused. Captain Tazariak, hope you're listening. The Most High is going to kill you. All you wicked niggas from ISUPK. The Most High is going to kill you. I'm tired of playing nice guy. Sakar Reefer, ISU go away, and IU can't see. The Most High is going to kill you. You fake leaders out there telling the sheep to take the poison. Telling the sheep to take the poison. I'm tired of playing nice guy. And if you brothers out there that are praying are not sending up curses on this wicked queendom of brokebacks, cave beasts, beta male simps, and wicked ass niggas, then you're not praying. We ought to be sending up enchantments on these devils all day, every day, and prophesying against them. I'm tired of brokebacks, simps, chimps, false prophets, and cave beasts. My soul is weary. I'm vexed today after watching that video with Captain Tazariak. Okay? A mature, high-ranking beta male simp that's done moved up in the ranks, telling our people to take poison. May the Most High kill you unless you repent. I'm tired of playing. And I dare a chimp that's sitting out on the background to come up on here talking about take it easy. Take it easy on them. Just stop being so mean. You're going to feel like your soul has been ripped out of your body. The day of the beta male chimp, it's over. It's over. Okay? Times are changing. Times are changing. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahushai. Call Halayim Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai. Bahashem Rakakadash. All praises be to the Most High, Yahweh, in the name of His Son and our Lord and Savior, Yahushai. Much respect and honor to the brothers that are doing the work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives on freedom to do so, pushing this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, and double honors and respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Coming back at you with another lesson entitled, Keep Me from the Man That Have Power to Kill. So we're going to go into it. That man is talking about is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Shalom, brother, GMS Spiritual Art, Barakatah. So it's talking about Esau. Well, we're commanded not. We're commanded not to take poison or to break the skin. Let's get this one first, brother GMS Amath, your ice from Yahweh. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 6. Now we command you, brethren, in the name of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, that ye withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly, and not after the tradition which he received of us. So to be ye separate. This is not about coming together on blackness or all Native Americans in one separate group. All so-called Negroes, one separate group. All so-called Latinos in one separate group. This is about coming together on one doctrine, one mind, one faith, one baptism. We can't come together as chimps, chimpanzees, orangutans, and wild gorillas. This is about being cleaned up, rejecting the ways of this world, like the serpent venom, the caveman, rejecting them and being cleaned up or washed by the word. I'm tired of playing nice guy, okay? We're too far along to be playing with these wicked sellout, coon-ass leaders like Captain Tazariak that's taking 501c3, trying to mislead the sheep. The Most High is going to kill you, Captain Crunch. You've been warned. You can't say you didn't know, Captain Crunch. He's going to kill you, weak, fake, broke-back leaders that are scared. He's going to destroy you. Okay? Brother Chazak Ban Yahawada, Brother GMS Saints of the Most High, Shalom Barakatah, and Brother Gabar Dama. Let's get this one. Philippians 2, verse 7. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, and being of one accord, of one mind. What does that one accord mean? Dancing to the same tune, the same doctrinal truth. You can't have one man doing a running man and another man breakdancing, and then another man is doing a stinky leg. Everything's got to be synchronized, or it's going to look discombobulated, out of sync, out of joint. So we're like-minded in the spirit of truth. Not saying take the poison, don't take the poison. A so-called white man is not the wicked. He is the wicked. Trust the devil, don't trust the devil. Ain't no microchip. There is a microchip. All confusion. But we're joined together in one spirit, one faith, one doctrinal tune. That's why it says one accord. That accord is like a symphony. Yes, Brother Chazak Van Yahawada, 2 John 1, verse 9. Whosoever transgresseth and abide not in the doctrine of Hamashiach have not God. He that abideth in the doctrine of Hamashiach, he have both the Father and Son. Let's read that again, because there's many Israelites that don't believe in the Son. That's why they're confused. Or they'll say his name, but don't believe in his name. Somebody post that. I think it's Matthew 7 and 21. Like Captain Crunch is going to say, have we not prophesied in thy name, O Lord? Have we not cast out devils? But you're still being a chimp, wicked, a wild beast. Somebody post that for Captain Crunch from ISUPK. They know the name, Yahushua. But guess what? They don't believe in him. Just because you know the name don't mean you're in the truth. Let's read this again. Brother Chizak Ban Yahweh, 2 John 1, verse 9. Whosoever transgresseth and abide not in the doctrine of Hamashiach have not the Most High. He that abideth in the doctrine of Hamashiach, he have both the Father and the Son. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. Exactly. So we got to be separate and reject those that reject the word of truth, this doctrine. They're not on one accord. They're messing up the symphony, throwing off the orchestra. These are wicked Israelites. That's right. We should be singing the same song. Yup. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So there's some notes that I have. Here we go. Matthew 7 and 22. This is Brother Andre serving Yahushua. The book of Matthew chapter 7, verse 22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name have done many wonderful works? Let's read it again. So these are wicked leaders that know the name, but they don't believe in the name. Somebody post Hebrews 4 and 2. They don't believe in this doctrine. Andre serving Yahushua, Matthew 7 and 22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name have done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Beautiful. See? So they understand what the name is. So this is the seed of truth being planted on shallow ground. The seed is not taking root. They can hear the truth. They know it's the truth, but it's not being ingrained or deeply rooted into their mind. They're joined with the beast, Sleazy E. Brother GMS Amath Ya'is from Yahweh, Luke 13 and 24. Strive to enter in at the straight gate, for many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. What is that straight gate? Following the way, the truth, and the life. That's the doctrinal truth of Yahushua. Suffering adversity, affliction, bearing our own cross, not accepting serpent juice or false doctrine, trying to go with the masses. Mass means death. So the way of the world is contrary to the doctrine of Yahushua. See that? So the straight and narrow gate is the way of the Hamashiach, which follows the doctrine of the Most High. Let's go into it. Let's go to Luke 12 and 1. The book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 1. In the meantime, when there were gathered together an innumerable multitude of people, insomuch that they trode one upon another, he began to say unto his disciples, first of all, beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. So Captain Tazariot, ISUPK, Sakar Rifa, Alizé, all of them are the reincarnation of the wicked sect of Sadducees and Pharisees from the days of old. They're back, trying to lie down with Rome, Esau, Edom, and trying to claim that they're in the truth. But they reject Yahweh Shai, which is what? This doctrine. So they really don't believe. They're giving off a visage that they believe. So these wicked Pharisees, thank you, the house of Saul. The Most High is going to destroy the house of Saul. Okay? Luke 12:2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. So the house of Saul is being revealed. The wicked sect of Sadducees and Pharisees that reject the doctrinal word of life, Yahweh Shai, the word made flesh. They love their slave master, and they're going to try to convince you to love him too. Take his juice, accept his pseudoscience, accept his technology, reject the word made flesh, Yahweh Shai, which is this doctrine. So a good one. Yep. Brother Bakiyar Yasharallah, 2nd Esdras 9, verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is and for whom the world is created. So the masses are going to perish, but the Most High is going to preserve a small sanctuary of the remnant, his elect. Brother Chazak Ban Yahweh, Proverbs 12:15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. A fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. That's beautiful. So how do we cover ourselves? By this cloak of righteousness, by the word. We're putting on the garment of righteousness and taking off the menstrual cloth. Captain Tazariak is clothed with a menstrual cloth and smell like he reeks, like vomit mixed with blood, because he's not being washed by the word. He's still teaching lies. Okay? So these men are like Taliban. They are enemies to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Create a flow of dollars. TD Snakes, Captain Crunch, and Commanding General Johan. All these are wicked men. Somebody posts, among my people are found wicked men. Gorillas like Alizé. Okay? These are wicked Israelites. That's why the Most High says, it shall come to pass in all the land, saith the Lord. 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2 parts of you got to go. You got to go. You got to go. So they're joined hand in hand with the devil. Sleazy E. Brother Chazak Ban Yahweh, Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. That's beautiful. So the Most High is only going to preserve the faithful city, the city of David. Those men that are coming back to this wise counsel in truth and sincerity, worshiping the Father through the Son, in truth and faith and spirit, or spirit and truth. Yup. Brother Andre serving Yahweh Shai, Jeremiah 5:26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men. So they're binded by a contract with the devil. 501c3. So they're trying to fill their own bellies and sacrifice the sheep to try to lead us to slaughter. But the Most High is going to turn that upon their own heads. It's going to be a great massacre of chimps, simps, apes, and gorillas, and orangutans, the wicked two-third Israelites, savage wild beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, according to the scriptures. Jeremiah 5:27. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxen rich. So General Yohana, Captain Crunch from ISUPK, their pockets have gotten fat by teaching lies. So they made this truth into a business enterprise, a business contract with Evil E through a 501c3 contract in blood. What blood? You simple-minded Israelites that are going to be sacrificed unto the beast through ISUPK, Sakar Reefer, IU Can't See, all these wicked, wild, savage beasts made to be taken and destroyed. Shall the Most High not visit you wicked gorillas? Let's read that. I saw it somewhere. Shall I not visit you for these things, saith the Lord? Trying to teach us lies and convince us to take poison? Where's that at? I saw it somewhere. I think it's Jeremiah 5:29. Here we go. Brother Gabar Dama. Shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? What nation? The house of Saul. Okay? That are trying to lead us to the slaughter. I mean, these are some wicked men. I mean, wicked. Brother Bakiyar Yasharala, Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So Captain Tazariak is wearing a bloody tampon on him. Garments drenched in blood, full of iniquity, lies, false doctrine, along with General Yohana. Okay? Alizé from Sakar Reefer. All types of wickedness is going on here. They are dwelling in the house of Saul, full of lies, deceit. They have not gone into the gaps. A lot of them are hiding somewhere. Won't go out to the highways and byways, but they sit back and draw a check from Esau Edom through 501c3 contracts while they lead us to the slaughter. Most High is going to kill you wicked Israelites. You've been warned. You can't say that you didn't know. Aren't you coming off a little too adverse and severe? This is not for the broke-back men. This is for men, for the GMS saints of the Most High. Ezekiel 14:9. And if the prophet be deceived, when he hath spoken a thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel, and they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. So your blood is going to be drenched in their cloak of deceit. So those following them are going to be destroyed along with the wicked leaders. So these men are set up to be stumbling blocks, to weed out or catch the two-thirds Israelites that the Most High don't want. All these spirits are messing with me. My eyes are going blurry. See? So the Most High uses wicked Israelites, wild savage beasts, false leaders as a stumbling block or a net to catch those that he don't want. Unclean animals, shrimp, crab, pork, lobster. So wicked Israelites are likened unto unclean beasts. They are not suitable for a sacrifice. They're unclean, full of gross abominations, wickedness. Luke 12:2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. All the simps are being made known. All the greedy Israelites that's just trying to draw a check, they're being made known. Like Captain Cesariak. He just wants a check so he can get that nice new vehicle or that nice home that he's been waiting for in a land that's going to be destroyed by fire anyway, the daughter of Babylon. So he wants to build in the daughter of Babylon a sinking ship. This wicked queendom of brokebacks, beta male simps, witches, sorcerers, pedophiles, pimps is going to be burned. But ISUPK and IUIC, they still want to build on a sinking ship. They got to be dumb as hell. But this is why the Most High's got to get rid of two-thirds of you wicked Israelites. You got to go. You got to go. Luke 12:3. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light. Say what? That's why we're here. The true men of the Lord, the true prophets, to shed, to shed light on darkness. What darkness? The house of Saul. Who else? The house or the tabernacles of Edom. The house of Saul, they worked for the tabernacles of Edom. These are the same wicked Israelites that said what? Caesar is our king. Rome. See? They said we have no king but Caesar. And these wild apes and gorillas were jumping up and down, clapping when Yahushua got crucified. And then they mocked and scoffed him on the cross. They said, if you be the king or the son of the Most High, save yourself. Save yourself. And they jumped up and down like wild animals and apes and chimps and gorillas, while our King of Kings and Lord of Lords was bleeding. They had given them up to the Romans, Edomites, and they cheered and clapped. You got to pay. You got to pay. ISUPK, you got to pay. Sakar Reefer, you got to pay. Okay? IU can't see. You got to pay. The time to pay is on its way. Everything we do in this life comes with a price. Brokebacks, chimps, simps, pimps, wicked Eves, witches, nothing in this world is free. So the men of the Lord is shining light on darkness. Let's read it again. Luke 12:3. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. So everything is being exposed. You know who the false leaders are now. You know who the wicked is. These KBs. You know who the house of Saul is now. That signed a contract with the tabernacles of Edom. You know who the brokebacks are now. You know. So nothing is being concealed anymore. The veil is being lifted. See? Luke 12:4. And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, after that have no more that they can do. So we fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, not this devil talking about going door to door, trying to sodomize us with a damn syringe. We fear what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai can do to us. But General Johan said, go ahead and take the juice, along with Captain Crunch. But we're going to listen to the words coming out of this book. Okay? Luke 12 and 5. But I will forewarn you, whom ye shall fear. Fear him which have, Luke 12 and 5. But I will forewarn you, whom ye shall fear. Fear him which after he hath killed, have power to cast into hell. Yea, I say unto you, fear him. So the Most High, through his Son Yahushua, have the power to torment us. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Where is our soul and body together? Here on earth under the sun. So we can be tormented here in the flesh, under the sun. Luke 12 and 6. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 farthings, and not one of them is forgotten before the Most High? But even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore, ye are more valuable than many sparrows. So the Most High has care and love for his elect. He called the hopeful elect the apple of his eye, the anointed ones, starting with Yahushua. So we are more valuable than a bird. Luke 12 and 27, Luke 12 and 7. But even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore, ye are more value than many sparrows. Also, I say unto you, whosoever shall confess me before men, him shall the Son of Man also confess before the angels of God. So what is that confess him before men? The full doctrinal word, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Why you think he says, I come in the volume of the book? Somebody posts Hebrews 10 and 7. But ISUPK is saying, the Bible says don't prick the skin. Don't make any cuttings or piercing in the skin. But according to Sikkar Reefer or ISU Go Away, they're saying ignore that part. Go ahead and take the serpent's venom. Trust on man. The Bible says don't trust these devils or never trust our enemies. But according to these wicked Israelites, they're going in the opposite direction. What does that mean? He that confessed me. Let's read it. Let's start off with this one. Brother GMS Spiritual Art 144. Brother GMS Spiritual Art 144. Psalms 56 and 11. In God have I put my trust. I will not be afraid of what man can do unto me. So really, if you'll notice and think back, ISUPK, they started to bitch up when Esau threatened to send the military in and go door to door. So they forsook the Most High and the doctrine and started to bitch up and saying, go ahead and take the juice. So the Most High is going to kill these broke back men. No backbone. They're scared. They're not men. They're mice. Okay? These are not men. They might be eunuchs that's been castrated. I mean, they might be that. But they're not real men of the Lord. Probably castrated. I don't know. GMS Spiritual Art 144. Psalms 56 and 11. In God have I put my trust. I will not be afraid of what man can do unto me. But when evil E started cracking the whip, the house of Saul, they started exposing themselves. They're scared little mice. They're not men, they're mice. Lab-right mice. So they're going to allow the serpent to run tests and experiments on them with something that's only been out for about 10 months. Okay? Has not gone through R&D, testing and research. So these House of Saul, brokeback men, are going to become lab mice or guinea pigs for Sleazy E, the serpent. And I'm not going to shed one single drop of an ounce of a tear for you brokeback men from the House of Saul. I'm going to have me a glass of red wine and an 8-ounce steak. I'm not going to shed a tear for you brokebacks. Not one. Brother GMS Amath, your eyes from your howder. 1 Maccabees 2, verse 62. Yep. Fear not then the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms. See? So the House of Saul, brokebacks, chimps, and beta male sips, you're going to fall with the caveman. You're going to be destroyed on this side until you can get your mind right and come into the kingdom through the penis of the elect men of the house of David. So you're going to be sperm baby batter and come into the kingdom in your right mind because you trust the devil on this side. Let's read that again. Brother GMS Amath, your ice from your howder. Beautiful. 1 Maccabees 2, verse 62. Fear not then the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms. The kingdom under Sleazy E is going to decay, and he rode away. And the house of Saul is going to fall with them. They love their slave master. Same brother, GMS, I'm off your eyes from your howder. 1 Maccabees 2, verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing. See? So all the wicked, evil E, cave beasts are going to be as nothing. And in Maccabees, that was under the Greeks. They're cave beasts too. The Greeks, Edomites. Their kingdom is going to go into ruin and decay. But the house of Saul, you scared Israelites, you trust in this kingdom. You trust in the beast and this wicked queendom of pure savagery. Same brother, GMS, I'm off your eyes from your howder. 1 Maccabees 2 and 64. Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant and show yourselves men in behalf of the law, for by it ye shall obtain glory. Woo! That's a fireball. House of Saul right now cringing up with their baby nuts. Weak, scared, and effeminate men. Well, see, the house of David, we're like, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're not afraid of the cave beasts. We're not afraid of these wicked heathens or this wicked queendom under Eve and the serpent. Let's go. Let's go here. So if you're denying Yahweh Shai, you're denying the doctrine, the word made flesh. Luke 12 and 8. Also, I say unto you, whosoever shall confess me before men, him shall the Son of Man also confess before the angels of God. But he that denieth me before men shall be denied before the angels of the Most High. So if you're denying Yahweh Shai, you're denying what? The volume of the book. He comes in the volume of the book, pursuant to Psalms 40 and 7, Hebrews 10 and 7. So you broke back men that are scared with baby nuts You're going to lose. You're going to lose. You've been warned. You can't say you didn't know. See? So it's this doctrine. Let's go to Matthew 7 and 28. And it came to pass when Yahushua had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine. That's the volume of the book, the will of the Most High. Let's go to John 7 and 16. The book of John, chapter 7, verse 15. And the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man letters, having never learned? So this is a spiritual, this is a heavenly communication. Our communication is in heaven. So this is the Most High's doctrine. Let's read. That's why brokebacks can't get it. Or wicked, scared, simple-minded Israelites that don't trust and fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. They fear the beast. They fear Esau and Edom. They don't fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Let's read that again. John 7 and 15. And the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man letters, having never learned? Yahushua answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. Can a chimp understand heavenly communication? If our conversation is in heaven, is a wicked, savage beast going to understand a spiritual conversation? Somebody post Colossians 3. I think it's Colossians 3 and 1 and 2. Our conversation is in heaven. Somebody post John 8 and 20. I think it's John 8 and 20 and John 8 and 21. I am from above, ye are from beneath. So wicked, savage beasts are from beneath a carnal, earthly mindset. Exactly. Brother Chazak Bon Yahweh, Surat 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. That's the wicked two-third Israelites and the wicked Esau Edom. So this is a heavenly, holy conversation. It's going to go over the carnal, fleshly mindset that's of this world. Exactly, Brother Adam Nana, Philippians 3, verse 20. For our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. So this is a spiritual walk and doctrine and conversation. Yep, here we go. Brother Chazak Bon Yahweh, Colossians 3, verse 2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. No, we're going to trust the caveman's venom and pseudoscience and technology. ISUPK, you are through. You're through. Tired of playing nice guy. So this is the Most High's doctrine, a heavenly, holy conversation. Matthew 7 and 28 again. And it came to pass. Matthew 7 and 28. And it came to pass when Yahushua had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine. For he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes. So when that sister was asking Captain Tazariot, if this man is the devil like you say he is, why do we trust him? His voice got real soft. Go back and watch the video. He said, well, sister, have you ever had bottled water? Do you get your water from a well? Do you grow your own vegetables? See? Go back and watch the video. He bitches up. All the bass goes out of his voice. and he starts acting like a little girl. You don't believe me? Go back and watch the video. Have you ever had an injection, sister? Have you ever tried injections? Medicine? Have you ever tried pharmaceuticals? Go back and watch it if you don't believe me. So a lot of times when a man is lying, he bitch up and his voice changes. He starts talking like a little simp, a little girl. Go back and watch it. Watch how the inflection and the voice change. Matthew 7:29. For he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes. See? So when you got the truth, the wicked flee when no man pursue it. He started deflecting and bypassing or sidestepping the questions. The real men teach with authority. Okay? We don't teach like somebody is squeezing our nutsack. You see? Do you grow your own vegetables? Do you harvest your own water? Do you have your own well? That had nothing to do with her asking, should we trust the devil or should we not? Let your yea be yea or your nay be nay, brokebacks. You brokeback men are not going to make it. You effeminate, scared men. She asks a simple question. You've been teaching this man is the devil. So should we trust his poison or not? That's what she asks. John 7:15. And the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man letters, having never learned? Yahushua answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself. He that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory, but he that seeketh his glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. So we had nothing to hide. Won't stop. Can't stop. See? Ask the question. Esau, Edom is the devil, always have hated us. Tuskegee experiment, putting cancer into tubes and going down to Guatemala, putting syphilis into tubes, going to Puerto Rico, slaughtering the Native Americans with smallpox in the blankets. And you trust this devil. What has changed? Can a caveman change his DNA? Or can a cave beast be rehabilitated? Absolutely not. See? Can a leopard change his spots? No. Let's go to Surat 12:2. Smallpox in the blankets. And you telling our people to trust these animals. You got to pay. You got to pay. And I'm waiting for a brokeback chimp to come on here and try to go against this. Anybody trying to slaughter the sheep to protect their 501c3 money-making scheme, you are of the devil. You are of the devil. Okay? Produce your cause. Bring forth your strong reason, you brokeback, scared men. Bring forth your strong reason. Produce your cause. Surah 12:2. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, if not from him, yet from the Most High. So we're doing good to the godly man, the hopeful elect. Like as you have done to the least of them. Let's go to Matthew 25, verse 40. The book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me. So we're giving charity. We're feeding the sheep with bread of life and the fountains of living water. So we're giving unto charity, showing love. That's what this is talking about. Let's read it again. Matthew 25, verse 40. telling you to take poison, that's not feeding the sheep. That's leading the flock to the slaughter. Matthew 25, verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Feed the feed the hungry, heal the sick, clothe the homeless. So this truth is providing a garment to clothe you, a shelter, a place of refuge, to hide you in the secret place, fountains of living waters, to quench your thirst, the bread of life, to feed you, showing you the way, the truth, and the life, giving you comfort and rest through peace of the scriptures. Surat 12 and 2. Now we understand the scripture. The book of Surat, chapter 12, verse 2. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, if not from him, yet from the Most High. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. So we're giving alms by showing you how to find green pasture, rest for your soul, peace of mind for your temple or your heart. So this is giving alms. Now you can also do that in the form of gifts, but the primary way is sharing this gospel, the bread of life and the fountains of living water. Surah 12, verse 2 again. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, if not from him, yet from the Most High. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. The house of Saul telling us to take poison, trust the devil, trust pseudoscience and technology. There can no good come to you that's occupied in evil, trying to pluck off our skin and cause us to lie down with these KBs, to become an American and not an Israelite. See? So these other camps are keeping you in an Afro-American mindset. So they're plucking the skin off of you. Just go back to being an Afro-American, a good old happy slave, a shaved head, baby face, tap dancing, coon-ass nigga for the so-called white man. And that's what they're doing, taking you back in time to be a chimp. Surah 12 and 4. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner. So we ought to rebuke these sinners that have a refuge of lies. The house of Saul, ISUPK, go away. Sakar Reefer, IU can't see, IU I see. All these wicked camps and sects of Pharisees and Sadducees from the house of Saul. You've been defeated, house of Saul. You've been defeated, teaching lies, telling us to lie down with Maxine Waters, telling us to cohabitate with the cave beasts, telling us to love these animals and to be as one under these devils, Afro-Americans, okay? The land of the chimps, pimps, simps, Eves, and wicked witches. You got to pay. You got to pay. Surah 12 and 4. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner. So we ought to rebuke you devils. Matthew 25, verse 41. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. That devil is talking about Esau, Edom. his leaders. But you have a 2/3 house of Saul following him. So the curse are the Edomites, but you have the house of Saul that are taking on his ways. So they're going to be destroyed in nuclear fire. That's what this is talking about. They're going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, starting with nuclear missiles, followed by laser and chariot fire. Okay? They're going to be turned into cocoa powder, you wicked Israelites. Cocoa powder dust. Brother Chazak Ban Yahweh, Surah 21:14. The inner parts of a fool are like a broken vessel. He will hold no knowledge as long as he liveth. So the fountains of living waters are just running through an empty vessel. They're not being held. They're not being retained. The fountain of living waters is running right through them. They can't maintain this wise counsel. They can't receive it. They're going to eat a missile, an intercontinental ballistic missile. And when you get deep-throated by these ICBMs, I'm not going to shed a drop of a fractional ounce of a tear. Not one. So that goes back to this. Let's read it again. Matthew 25, verse 41. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. That's Esau Edom's global rulership and his military, followed by the wicked Israelites that are in bed with him, in bed with the beast. So they're going to be beat to cocoa powder dust. Brother Gabar Dama, 2nd Ezra 16:11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. I told you, cocoa powder dust, wicked Israelites. Brother Gabar Dama, 2nd Ezra 16:11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. Beautiful. And I'm not going to shed a drop of an ounce of one tear. Okay, hopefully I got my wine glass ready. Lord willing, a wine glass. Okay, and a glass of wine. These are some wicked Israelites. They love their slave master. They love his promises. They love his doctrine, his pseudoscience. They love it. They're trying to build an enterprise with him so they can go live a long time in love and peace and harmony in a wicked brokeback queendom of witches, simps, and chimps and pimps. They want to settle down here with the beast. They're in love with their slave master. Okay? A match made in heaven. They're going to die with their lovers. You're going to die with your lovers. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. So this place, this global empire under Esau Edom, their militaries under the United Nations are going to be burned with fire, followed by the house of Saul that's in bed with the beast. And they want to take his venom. See, 2nd Ezra 2, verse 20. Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked. So the hopeful elect is being clothed with this doctrine, being made clean, washed by the word, that are being fed, nourished, groomed, clothed with white garments, okay, new raiments. Let's read that again. But the house of Saul is wearing bloody tampons, filthy rags, menstrual cloths. They are not being washed by the word or purified, made whole. 2nd Ezra 2:20. Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked, heal the broken and weak. Laugh not a lame man to scorn, defend the maimed, and let the blind man come into the sight of my cleanness. Beautiful. See? So the hopeful elect is going to see that we've been washed, made white as snow, purified and purged by the word, because we heard of this gospel, this wise counsel, a new song. We heard about the bread of life, the fountains of everlasting living waters. We heard, and we begin to come into the light of this wise counsel. But the 2/3 Israelites are going to be judged. They've been marked by the word, lined up to be judged. 2 Ezra 2, verse 22. Keep the old and young within my walls. Beautiful. So if you're coming into this house, you're coming into a safe place. You're coming into a sanctuary. You're coming into the house of David, following the men chosen before the foundation of the world, the apostles and elders, the prophets, the true leaders and men of the Lord, the leaders of the flock. Let's get ready to close out here. Let's go to Surat 9 and 13. The book of Surat, chapter 9, verse 13. Keep thee far from the men that have power to kill. Let's read that again. Surat 9 and 13. Keep thee far from the men that have power to kill, so shalt thou no doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. So this man sees that his reproduction rates are low. His childbirth rates are low. His infant mortality rates are high. He's dying off. So in order to prevent, Obadiah verse 18, he's pushing his pseudoscience to you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos, Hispanics. He's trying to overcome or flip the script of the Most High. Bible prophecy. He's trying to prevent Obadiah 18. But ISUP go away, Sakar Reefa and IUIC can't see. They can't see that. So we're supposed to avoid this devil. Like a plague, he is a virus on the earth. He's killed all throughout history in mass number through his pseudoscience, by dropping bombs, through his advanced military weaponry and technology, through his drugs. He has killed most of us off. But we're back. We have multiplied in great number. He can see this. So he's trying to ramp this thing up to get rid of us. Let's read that again. Surat 9. The caveman studies Bible prophecy, by the way. These devils study Bible prophecy. Surat 9 and 13. Keep thee far from the men that have power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. Why you think he created the war on terror, the war on drugs? Now, what's the latest and greatest? The war on the virus. Who's always the victims at the receiving end of these war campaigns? You so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Latinos. You are in the crosshairs. You are the target for depopulation. You are the target to be destroyed from off the face of the earth. Esau, Edom is our arch enemy, our mortal enemy, our rival. This is a battle between Jacob and Esau, between good and evil. Let's close out here. Let's go to Psalms 55. Yup, Brother Andre serving Yahweh Shai. The book of Psalms, chapter 59, verse 2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. Who's got a history of colonizing the world? Rape, robbery, and murder. Using their military. Their blessing being the sword. Going out throughout the four corners of the earth. Killing in mass number. Putting drugs and viruses in these injections. Taking them to Africa like HIV and AIDS. Putting cancer in these syringes. Taking them down to Central America. India. Putting smallpox in the blankets. But yet we're supposed to trust this devil. What's going on with these leaders of Israel? ISUPK, IUIC, Sakari. Let's close out here. So you broke back wicked, weak men trust the words of his mouth. See, you're effeminate. You're very effeminate. You lack integrity. So you're trusting the smooth talker, this pimp, this pedophile, sleazy E. He's speaking smooth to you broke back men. I'm going to show you. Watch this. The book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. See? So you beta male simps are being seduced by a smooth-talking pedophile pimp that's also a drug dealer that pushes poisonous pharmaceuticals. He's a sorcerer, a witch, a warlock, and this devil's words are smoother than butter. And this nigga's lips are softer than oil. But he is the real nigga on the earth. Esau, Edom. But you beta male broke back simps are being seduced by the words of his mouth. I'm going to read it again. Psalms 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. They broke over 413 peace treaties with the Native Americans, the tribes of Gad, Reuben, and Simeon. But you broke back bitch-ass men still trust this nigga. Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So now he's got a new military campaign. The war on the virus, targeting you Israelites. The great dragon is wroth with the woman. So he went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Somebody post Revelations 12 and 17. The great dragon is the global enterprise under the international bankers, the Edomites. Psalms 55, verse 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. No, the KBs and the MOTB, or broke back chimps from the house of Saul. Let's read that again, in case somebody is new. Psalms 55, verse 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But thou, O God, shalt bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. So the men the austere men of the house of David, and the remnant of the hopeful elect of the house of Israel is going to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. In the house of Saul, you've been defeated. A house of pimps, simps, and chimps, you've been defeated. Brother GMS, Amath Ya'is from Yahweh, Surah 14:7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. I mean, how much more clearer can we make this? See, once the devil, always the devil. The Bible calls them the border of wickedness in Malachi 1:4. They fund, support, train, and equip terrorists. And then they launch the war on global terrorism. See that? This man is the devil. Who funds Taliban? The international bankers, the so-called white man, the global elite. But yet they say we're going to fight the war on terror. Who creates laboratory-tested disease? You got it. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. The same devil that says what? We're going to fight the war on the virus. Let's come together, put our resources together. Let's meld our minds together and fight the war on the virus. But these niggas created the virus. The Centers for Disease Creation, CDC. This man, listen, you have no idea how wicked this nigga is. He is the real nigga on the earth. Esau, Edom. But he's talking about fighting the war on global terrorism. He's the terrorist. He's the mad scientist. He's creating the pain and sickness and disease on the earth. Talking about he's going to fight the war on... Wait, whoa! The war on drugs. Who's bringing in the drugs on ships, planes, trains, but created the war on drugs in the 80s and slaughtered you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos? This nigga is bringing in drugs on these cargo ships. You show me a nigga that owns an airport or a train station or a ship port. It doesn't exist. The caveman is destroying the earth. He is making our life miserable, creating wars, pain, sickness, disease, creating terror. He is the terrorist. He is the drug dealer. He is the pimp. He is the sorcerer through his pharmaceutical, multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical drug industry. See? So this man is being made bare. And I dare a chimp come on here trying to, well, you're missing something. There's something you're not talking about. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Okay? This devil is defeated. Sleazy E. Wait a minute. I got his mugshot right here. I haven't forgot. I haven't showed this animal in a while. Where is he at? Hold on. The international world's most wanted. Here's this nigga right here. You thought I forgot it. You thought I forgot. Okay? Who's destroying the earth? Is this the man that made the earth as a wilderness, that did shake kingdoms? Is this the man that terrorized us so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos? Is this the man that create drugs, laboratory-tested medicine that he done tested on lab mice, and now say, here you go, you can take it now. And it's approved by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. Is this the man? If you can't see this nigga is the devil, hey, listen, you deserve to go. You got to go. You see? Is this the man? How did he shake kingdoms? By dropping bombs on other nations, going after their gold, oil, and drugs, going after their natural resources. Is this the man that calls himself the chosen and told us that we're nothing but just niggas and Gentiles? Is this the man? See, I know the truth hurt, you wicked simps out there. I know it hurts that your slave master is the devil. I know it hurts, but this is how we get healed, by the word. We get cleaned up. and renewed in spirit and truth. I know it hurt you chimps and simps and pimps, but it's time to get cleaned up and come into the light. It's time to change and become a new creature and turn from serving this animal. Look what he did to Afghanistan. Made multi-billion-dollar contracts and then gave it over to the Taliban, a globally, internationally bank-funded terrorist group funded by the international bankers. See? Is this the man that you love so dearly? See? Don't go away, nigga. See? There he is. Is this the man that makes us sick with GMOs in the food, fluoride in the water, lead in the water, spraying the air with chemical trails like barium aluminate? Is this the man? Oh, you simps are hurt right now. You simps are hurt. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hopefully this lesson has been edifying. Keep me from the man that have power to kill. Old Sleazy E, the devil. Also the red horse in Revelation 6 and 4. So you beta male broke-back nigga simp chimps gotta go, along with these KBs. Okay? But 2/3 of the house of Saul are following him. And a lot of Israelites get offended by that we have wicked Israelites. The Bible says they got to go. I'm going to trust the Most High. Zechariah 13, verse 8 and 9. Anybody that love this animal got to go. You got to go. Okay? So hopefully this lesson has been edifying. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem and Kakadash. Double honors and respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Much respect and honor to the brothers that are doing the work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and freedom to do so, more so now than ever. Salutations to the hopeful elect and the scattered that are coming to this wise counsel in truth and sincerity, and the sisters of the hopeful elect of the remnant of the house of David. We got next, Lord willing, Barakatham, Kwame Sharala, and Abad Babao. Shalom.